Glenn with Hustler Hacks, and today's video, how to gain Whatnot followers organically. And notice I didn't say fast or right away or easy. This is a long-term process, but I do have 3 steps and we're gonna get right into it. Now, if you're looking to gain followers on Whatnot, more than likely you are a seller, and maybe you don't have the biggest social media following. Maybe you don't have a YouTube channel. I think that's okay. Now, if you're a buyer, probably not a big deal. You're in there to get some deals. I totally get that. But as a seller, you are going to want to grow some following, have some great items, and get your live shows moving. So tip number 1, and I totally believe it goes all the way back to profile setup. Clear profile photo. And I made this mistake when I first started off. You're like, hey, but you're Hustler Hack. Sure, you might have a bigger following on YouTube, but guess what happened when I jumped on Whatnot? I had a totally different profile picture, and really throughout the years, the aqua teal color has just become a part of me. So what was I thinking when I made a profile photo with just my photo on there and not even having anything to do with that color? Things didn't really click. But now having that clear profile photo, it really makes sense to go with my name and that color with a clear photo of myself. Also, easy to use, easy to remember username. Yes, Hustler Hacks is part of the YouTube branding, but if you're planning on selling sneakers or cards or whatever category you're in, why not create an easy to use, easy to follow username that goes with that niche that people can definitely remember when they see your name in the chat, see your name in the scheduled lives, and also following up maybe on social media. Some people might think profile photo and name may not matter most, but I think they do, especially as a seller. Number 2, this is the biggest one of them all. You have to be consistent in the app. Be part of the community. It's like, let me get this straight. You want people to support you, but yet you don't support others? Now, the easiest thing you can do is just to jump in on live shows, make yourself known, say hi to the seller, watch the seller, join the giveaways, make comments like, oh man, these kicks are fire. Hey, I own those shoes. Oh yeah, I love these. Oh, those shoes run a little big. They run a little small. That's a fire t-shirt. What sizes do you have? More and more people are going to recognize you in the chat on different live shows. So be there, watch, comment, be active. If you're in the live shows consistently, a seller might just make you an admin. You have that little controller by your name. That's also good because that builds trust, not only from that seller, but from other buyers and other people that are there in the chat supporting that seller. And over time, people will notice that, hey, who's this person? What are they up to? What are they doing? Are they a seller as well? One of the things I'm doing to try to help the community is by having Q&A sessions. And I do think this will be very helpful for everyone that wants to jump in and buy and sell and try to get to know the seller a little bit more. So like next week, one thing I'm doing, a little Q&A, just different giveaways, not selling anything, just talking to another seller. This seller happens to be Ashley, Hustle at Home Mom, and we're just gonna hang out and ask Ashley and maybe myself and go back and forth. What are the things that we like and maybe don't like about the Whatnot platform and how we can help others buying and selling items. And I told everyone else too, whether you have 10 followers, 100 followers, thousands of followers, I want to talk to you, especially if you're a serious seller. You know, you're shipping out fast, you have great inventory, you just want to get your name out there, help out the community even more, then let me talk to you. I don't want this to be like a popularity contest like Instagram and other platforms. I do want to see others succeed. So if you want to jump on a Q&A, send me a DM at Hustler Hacks. The last point about being consistent in the app, buying a product. Now, I'm not saying go out there, spend a bunch of money, but it is good to support other people and maybe some items that you think will do better in your store, whether you sell on another platform or maybe even on Whatnot. You support them, they support you. Here's a list of sellers that I've purchased from: Sneakers Envy, Slim Pickins, Select Goods, Navigator Finds, Kevin, Chamo, Genemy, Real Deal, Thrifter. Here's the thing, I really appreciate everybody that has purchased an item from me, and I think buying from somebody else is the least thing that I could do. I know you may not hear this often, but I want to see you succeed. So I'm going to try to jump in as many live shows as possible, especially with the names that have supported me for a long time. So I believe in building a community, and the way you do that is supporting one another. It's not all about the big time influencers and man, you only buy from me, I never buy from you because it's all about me. That gets old, and you really want to build trust and have that other person really show that they do appreciate the buyers and sellers in a certain way. And to build an honest community, I think that's the way to go. And last, tip number 3, schedule out your live shows well in advance. Nothing is set in stone. You can move these shows around. You can change the titles. You can edit them. Maybe a certain time or date isn't the right option, but at least people can see what you're selling, who you are. You always see that same logo over and over and over again. So when you're going into different categories and you see that name and that logo, you start to recognize, build some more bookmarks. People can see, hey, they're consistent and I've gone through their live shows before. I like the items they sell. I'm gonna follow them and keep going through their live shows and see what they're doing. And last, a little bonus tip, you must have patience. Notice the title. I did not say get followers fast. Do this now. Followers are going to be reeling them in. That's not true. It's going to take time, effort, consistency, everything to build up some followers on this platform. I look at it just like all the other ones. Instagram, YouTube, social media platforms. It takes a lot of time and effort. Even the many, many years that I've been doing this on YouTube, it's still growing and I'm still trying to do different things to build up that brand. And when I first went on to Whatnot, it also did feel like a totally different platform that I didn't necessarily have that same backing because it was new. I always tell people and make the joke that on Whatnot, I would see people in the chat and they were like, man, Hustlebee, he's on fire. That guy's doing great. Who the hell is Hustler Hacks? Me and Hustlebee go back years of doing Out Hustled, Level Up program, live shows every single Wednesday, but still, there's people that know Hustlebee, there's people that know Hustler Hacks, there's people that know both, and there's many people that know neither. So I'm taking on this platform as a new challenge, trying to build up my name as a brand and as a seller. Remember, it's still new, it's still young, and if you can slowly just get in there and building up that brand for you, then down the road, I truly believe it will be great. Now, I have a little bit over 5,000 followers. I have a lot to learn, but those I truly believe are the basic 3 tips to follow as of right now. Maybe I'll add more down the road, I don't know, but there were some mistakes that I made and some things that I'm looking to add on that I think will help, like the Q&A, buying from others, being active in the chat. If you have not joined Whatnot yet, you can follow the link right here in the description. Whatnot will give you $10, give me $10, all for you joining in. And if I can help you any way, please also let me know. Like if your first live show is coming up soon, send me a DM. I'll definitely like to follow and bookmark that. It's a new platform. I don't know where it's gonna go. We did a poll on our Wednesday live show. Some people said, nah, it's a fad, it's not gonna last. Some people said it's a game changer. It's gonna take down other platforms down the road. I love it. So who knows where it's gonna go, but if I can help you in any way possible, I will. Follow me at Hustler Hacks on Whatnot, Instagram, and here on YouTube. I hope these 3 tips helped you out. Leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Go out and get it.